Hey guys, it's Phineas. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope it was restorative and fun. Life is meant to be fun, and we're not very good at restoring ourselves. We're not very good at resting our minds and our bodies, which leads to chronic conditions of being unrelaxed, tired, and ill. So when you can, have fun, clear your mind, do something that gets you into your body. Could be gardening, could be a light sport, nothing too competitive, nothing too exhausting, something that makes you feel alive. That's restorative, as is good sleep, as is good food, as is water, and so is thinking correctly. Which brings me on to today's video. So I heard on social media the other day, I was looking around, and one of the topics was walking the walk and talking the talk, right? And those of you who have watched my previous videos know that I follow and actively practice Joe Dispenza's work of the placebo effect. Now, I'm a nutritionist. I measure toxins and metals in people's hairs, heavy metals in people's hair, and I offer nutritional balancing programs. Now, these programs are very effective, very good, very comprehensive at giving you what your body needs. But the issue I've had with them for quite some time now is the fact that when you get your hair test results, whether it's an initial test result or whether it's a retest result, those results, if you get a report with them, are often telling you what is wrong with you. Adrenal glands, thyroid, nervous system, digestion, hormones, cellular structure, and it's never usually very good news. The hair tests are aiming for perfection with someone's body chemistry, and that is very difficult to achieve. Even though improvements can happen, often the reporting and the conclusion is you could be better. Now, I've always had a bit of a problem with that. I've always had a bit of a problem with that. I try and motivate the people that I talk to about how well they've done and how well they're doing, and the efforts they've made so far are wonderful, because they are. And what I do is a lot of changes, a lot of things we ask people to do. So even if they're doing half of them, I'm quite happy with that. I think perfection is the work of the devil or some demon, or it's demonic. Perfectionism is not real, and once you get there, you're not happy anyway. The only thing I think is perfect is your soul and your connection with God. That's the only thing that is perfect that exists. Apart from if you look at, I don't know, this plant, which doesn't look very healthy today. Sorry, mate, just give you more water. But he or she is perfect because it's the way God made them. So, but there's no such thing as perfectionism. And these reports leave people feeling like they're ill. It compounds their symptoms. If you think you're ill, your body's going to act ill. Your cells are going to think we're ill. They're convinced. And you become ill. If you're told your digestion's weak, start thinking about your digestion. Symptoms start to develop if you start thinking you've got poor digestion. Joe Dispenza's work is talking about quantum physics, where your awareness goes, energy flows, and cells and atoms activate in the way that you think they are going to, because your awareness is very powerful and it can manipulate the quantum field. Things start to become a reality in atoms and cellular structures. If you think Your thinking is the most underestimated part of you in modern society. Your thinking changes you. Your thinking changes your life. Your thinking changes your body and your habits. If you think you're ill, you will continue to be ill. If you think you're tired, you will act like a tired person and not do stuff. If you think you're not a good sleeper, you won't be a good sleeper. It compounds the issue. Your thinking is incredibly powerful. What you believe is very powerful. How many times have you had what you thought was a serious problem with your body? You've gone to the doctor. Now, this isn't always, I grant you, but a lot of the times, you thought there's something wrong with you, you've gone to the doctor, you've had a blood test, there's nothing wrong with you, symptoms go away. Because you've been told there's nothing wrong with you. You thought there was, you've Googled it, you're all over it, you're thinking about your whatever it may be, could be anywhere. Of course, you can get a diagnosis of where things are wrong, and that's when things have gone to the stage where your mind really has compounded the issue so much throughout your whole life, or spiritually something's been out of balance and there's something that's wrong. We do get things wrong, but our thinking is very powerful at the same time, and that can create issues and symptoms. Symptomatic, psychosomatic. You'll think it into reality. Don't think you're ill. Even if you're feeling tired and ill. Feelings such as gratitude and love and joy around you in your field of energy can feed your body. You can think your way to wellness while doing all the healthy stuff. If you do a health program and you think it's going to work, it'll work. If you do a health program and you think it's not going to work, it will really struggle to work. It's a whole picture. I'm not saying thinking is everything, because you do need to look after yourself. You do need a good diet. You do need to possibly detox yourself a bit because of all the incorrect thinking and lifestyle that you have subjected to your body. You may need to do that for a bit. Not forever, for a bit. Until your energy is activated, and then you can have more natural energy, and then your thinking is really important. Don't do what I did. What I did is I activated my energy so it was strong, and then kept on thinking negatively. Not advisable. But I've learned in the last couple of years about the power of the mind, and it really is a big part of you going forward, your belief system. What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you're ill? Do you believe nothing's working? Do you believe life will never work? What do you believe that holds you back? You don't have to believe it. Believe something else. What's the best outcome you can hope for? Meditate on that. Meditate on the best outcome. Meditate on the best you. Meditate on everything being fantastic. Or fin-tastic. As my daughter said to me the other day, she got it wrong. She's 8 years old. And she went, oh, that's fin-tastic. I thought, that's a good one for Phineas. Feel fin-tastic. Because what's the point in not? What's the point in not thinking about the best you? I tell you, do an experiment. Think about the worst form of you for 5 minutes, then think about the best form of you for 5 minutes. What's the point in thinking about that one? Think about that one. That's who you really are. That's who you deserve to be. But it's the power of the mind. So if some of my clients are watching this, and I have a few, walk the walk, talk the talk, talk yourself well. Act like you are well. Act like you are healthy. Act like you are balanced. Act like you love yourself. Do what's right for you. Don't seek approval. Don't need to. What you believe comes true. So what you're believing. And if you need to look into that a bit more, then look into it. Look into it. What you believe, write it down. And look into Joe Dispenza and all the many other kind of quantum meditation coaches out there. But he's very good. He has done scientific experiments on it. But there's no point in not thinking the opposite of the negative. And if you get a hair test back, or if you are working with me, if you're not, the blurb's down there. If you want to work, again, testing minerals and metals in your hair. We're living in a bit of a toxic world with toxic thinking. Metals are flying into bodies and not coming out. Minerals are getting displaced and deficient. It's really worth doing a test if you haven't done a test. But if my clients or friends or whoever is into hair analysis is watching this, don't let the hair test put you off. And if a practitioner is telling you you're not doing things good enough, you're not doing things right, results aren't good enough, forget it. You're doing what you can and you are getting better because you're making an effort. Think positive, act differently. If you keep acting the same, you're going to be the same person, getting the same results. Einstein said the definition of, I'm probably going to get this wrong, but something along the lines of, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting the same result. If it's not working for you, whatever it is, do something else. But it's mainly up here in the mind. Okay, guys, nearly 12 minutes. I'm going to go. So lovely to see you all again. Hope you're doing all right. If you like my videos, smash like. And if you don't like them, tell me why. It's great feedback. If you don't like my hair, like I'm starting not to, then let me know. But yeah, hope you have a good week, guys. Good to be back. And again, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Lots of cool stuff coming up, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.